Hey guys, my name is Overlord X, and welcome back to the channel today for a brand new video. Today we are actually doing a set review, and this time I'm going to be reviewing the Legacy Destiny's Bounty. This was a set I got not long ago for my birthday on February the 2nd, so I thought why not just review it for you guys right now. I'd also like to just say that yes, I am aware that the quality may not be the best. I am not a set reviewer at all. I just thought it'd be fun to take a look at this set and share my thoughts on it. With this out of the way, let's get straight into the set review itself. So let's start off with the front of the bounty. You know, you've got this red dragon head here. It can just move up and down like that. Really nice build. Definitely an upgrade over the original bounty from 2011. Or 2012. This one is pretty good. You know, I like the use of that piece there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then moving just here, I really like how they've done some of the shaping with these pieces here and there, and even down there. And then just here you've got this anchor. There is one on either side. There is one over there. We'll get onto how that works later, that thing there. But yeah, I like this part of the build quite a lot. I like the curving it's got going on. And I like how they've also done this railing. That's quite nice. Wasn't really expecting that. So yeah, that part is nice. And now let's look at the thing just from a side view. Honestly, I really enjoy how this looks, just overall. Just some of the pieces, for some reason, something just really stands out to me. I really like all of this shaping here. It just really does remind me of Destiny's Bounty. It looks really accurate to me, honestly. And yeah, it all comes together really nicely. I really like the colours. And yeah, it just looks really, really cool. Towards the back side of the thing, you have these thrusters. Same either side, obviously. These look really good. They really do look like the actual show, which is something I can appreciate. Also, they look much better than the other bounties. They're much bigger, much more substantial. And yeah, they actually just look accurate, and they just look like something that would be on the actual Destiny's Bounty in the show. As for the back, So yeah, as for the back, sorry about the bad lighting, by the way. But yeah, this part looks pretty good. It's kind of like unneeded detail, but you know, it works here. And back detailing for something like this isn't something you really get too often in Lego sets, so I'm glad they actually took the time to, you know, put all these curves here. Really just makes it feel much more complete. And yeah, you've got the Sensei Wu hat. And yeah, let's take a look at the other side. As expected, on the other side, you've got this exact same thruster, you know, obviously. And yeah, that's what it looks like from this side. Basically, just the exact same thing. Now let's take a look at what's actually on the deck. So up on this front section, there isn't that much space, but there's a decent amount of space to put figures. Let me just get Cole here. You know, you can fit a decent amount on there. It's nothing too amazing, but it's enough, I suppose. But mainly these two features take up the front of this thing, which is unfortunate, but also good at the same time. So yeah, we'll come back to the features later, but moving on, here's the front part. This can be attached, and there is actually a whole separate room underneath. But on here, you've just got a stud shooter kind of thing. I like this, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying. It kind of gets in the way. You know, if you just take this off, see, there is just much more space to put figures if you remove that. But as it is, it's decent. I'm not even going to show you how this works. It's just a normal stud shooter. You know, I'm sure you get the idea of that. And then up here, you know, this is really show accurate, to be honest. It's obviously scaled down a lot compared to what was in the show, but this actually looks really, really good. All of this, you know, you've got these two lanterns here, a doorway inside, which we'll take a look at. This dome here, so glad they included that. That makes the whole thing look basically just like the show. And just some of the detailing up here, you know, in there, and to the sides. It's just really, really good. I also like how they've done that small window. It's just small things like that make this set look really, really nice. Also, I forgot to mention that there are these two flags here, which are actually present in the show, so I'm glad they included them here. Just makes the whole thing look a bit nicer. So I think now would be a good time to go over some of the play features in this set, the major ones. So this here, yeah, this basically allows the anchors to go down, and obviously, you know, you get the idea. That's basically all that really is. You know, you can just unwind like that and then wind back up. You know, you get the idea. It's cool, I guess. It's just an added feature, but it's something. This here, this is the whole bounty function. This is obviously what you get in basically every bounty, and I really like this. It kind of looks a bit ugly, I suppose, with all of the gears there, but I'm glad it actually works well here, and it doesn't mess up at all. So you just you know, put them down like that, and then they'll fall in. And then if you put this down, you know, they'll go back up. So that works really well. It doesn't get stuck or anything, which is something I really like. I'm glad it doesn't get stuck. And yeah, it's just a really nice feature. The stud shooter, well, we already talked about this. You know, you just press down on that and the stud will come out. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to lose that stud, but you get the idea. It's pretty simple as to how that works. So those were the main play features of the set. Now let's take a look at some of the some of the transformation features, I guess you could say. Starting off with up here, this is loose. You know, obviously it's just meant to come off like that, and there you have it. You know, it's pretty decent. It's just a small little build. And then inside, if I can get this to, oh yeah, okay, so just like that. You know, you just unfold it. Let me just get this out. Inside you've got this, just a small little build, and yeah, that's basically all that's in there. Taking that all off though, in here you've got this small interior. So you've got the wheel, you know, to steer the ship, and you know, there's some stickers either side. Sorry for the bad lighting, but yeah, you've got a sword here, small window, a screen that was actually in the show. It was much bigger than that, but you know, it's something. And then let's take this to the other side. And then on the other side, there really isn't too much going on. Let me just see if I can get a light in there. Yeah, it's, you know, well, it's whatever. It's cool, I guess, and it's just an added extra, but nothing too amazing, you know. And then, as I mentioned earlier in the video, this can actually come apart. This isn't attached by any kind of stud. It just, you know, lifts up like that. That's what it looks like if anyone's interested. But looking inside the thing, let me see if I can get some. Yeah, you know, you've got a training dummy there. You have some stairs to get up to there, I suppose. And then, yeah, you know, it's just a small little build. You've got a small crate there to store some weapons and studs, I suppose. It's nothing amazing, but it's something. So going over the minifigures included in this set, let's start off with Jay. Jay is just in his usual Legacy suit, Legacy 1. He has the nunchucks of lightning there. You know, just the usual Jay. Not really much to talk about with him. He's whatever, I suppose. You know, there's a small area to hold a sword there, but you know, it's just nothing that amazing. It's good to get in the set, but nothing special. Then we have Legacy Cole, really great minifigure. I love how his scythe is built, pretty good printing. Once again, the movie face, don't really need to show you that. You know, it's just the same thing, but with Cole, obviously. Next is Zane, another one of my favorites. I like the white and the gold. That looks pretty good. And yeah. Then we have an exclusive Samurai X, Nia. This one's pretty decent. I was never really a fan of the Samurai X figures, so it's nothing too special, but, you know, it's cool to get in the set, and it just completes the whole collection. Then we have Legacy Kai here. You know, he's really generic. I don't even have anything to say about him. Extremely average figure. I don't really care for him, to be honest. Then, obviously, a bounty wouldn't be complete without Sensei Wu, so he's here in his Legacy form, of course, with the black and the gold there. Pretty good minifigure. I'm glad to get another Wu, as I really don't have many minifigures of Wu, I don't think, actually. So, you know, he's always an added bonus here, so, yeah. And arguably the best minifigure in the set is finally Young Lloyd. So glad we got him in this set. The torso is pretty good. Face printing is kind of just, you know, whatever. It's kind of inaccurate, but we have to appreciate that we actually got this figure. I suppose this is meant to be a Fang Blade. Not really too sure. It's just there, I suppose. And then obviously we have the cape to finish the look. So overall, considering absolutely everything with this set, it is a good set, to be honest. It is probably my favourite bounty, definitely pro over the movie bounty. Yeah, you know, you've just got some decent things, you know, some decent features, but for display especially, this set is really great, and it's worth the price. And then with all the added features like being able to move this and stuff, you know, it just really makes up for the price. And honestly, it is just a great set, and I do highly recommend it if you can afford this thing. So, yeah, that's basically all I have to say for the review. So now let's get on to the outro of today's video. And that's pretty much all I have to say here. Very great set. I highly recommend it to any of you that can afford it. It's definitely worth it. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like on it. If you want to go that extra mile to help support the channel, make sure you're subscribing and considering turning on post notifications. That way, you'll never be missing out on any other future videos from me. With all of this finally being said, I will see you all in my next one.